Well, Sara, once again, it is a real pleasure to talk to you, and I really enjoyed last night's show. You carried the ball from beginning to end for your team, so tell me a little bit about that day for you.
Yeah, you know, the morning started out the same, you know, all of us around breakfast, and again, it just keeps dwindling, you know, only 6 people left as of last night's show, and so, you know, wasn't really expecting, you know, the past champions to come back, but that was a very nice surprise, and when they, you know, threw down the little challenge of them 3 versus our teams of 3, that was fun because, of course, you know, you always want to beat the past champions because this is now, you know, our show, and we want to, you know, prove that we're pretty good too, right? So, it was fun, and I think Tima did a great job of picking the team. It was always nice to be picked first, so that was a big compliment to me that, you know, I was playing well and she wanted me on that team, so that's good. And, you know, the challenge it was really fun. The idea of, you know, getting the points and everyone gets a chance to hit, and you're hoping that you don't have to when it's not your turn, but, you know, it was just fun. And that first challenge did not showcase our golf very well. I mean, all 9 of us. You saw me make a little joke, like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. We all hit it really good. You know, I mean, it's not, you're thinking, oh, you just have to hit the middle of the fairway, and, you know, that's fine. But when there's a grid and cameras and all that kind of stuff, it's a little more nerve-wracking. So we obviously proved that.
Well, I was wondering
I guess.
Yeah, well, I was wondering if there was, like, a lot of wind or something, because you would think 1 in 9 might make it.
Exactly. There was wind blowing right to left. That's why you saw a lot of girls miss right because they wanted the wind to blow it back to the left, and you saw a lot of girls miss left because they probably aimed in the middle of the grid and then just the wind took it left. So it was kind of like one of those days where you wanted it to go left when you were right and it didn't, and then when you wanted it to stay straight, it went left. You know, one of those type things. But yeah, that challenge it wasn't our best showcase of golf, but it sure was funny because at the end of it, all of us were kind of laughing like, wow, did we all just hit, you know, all 9 of us just missed the grid. We had we weren't even close. So, you know, that was kind of funny, but then we just knew, you know, that's all right because we're all tied. And so I know our team thought that we're like, man, we're going to have to catch up huge because we were the first team to go and all of us missed, and so we had 5 points. And then we weren't expecting the other 2 teams to do that, but they did, and we were like, okay, we got away with one right there. But so we were kind of lucky on that. I mean, it's good to have Tima on your team. She was bringing us luck, I guess.
She sure is. My goodness, that girl's got a lucky star.
I know, she was sharing some. My mom and I always laugh. We talk about the show after, and my mom's like, she needs to carry a horseshoe in her bag just for luck. I'm like, yeah, I know. Lucky horseshoe. But, yeah, and so then the next challenge, you know, the past champions missed the green and got 5 points again. Yeah. And then our team gets up there, you know, and sure enough, you know, I'm thinking Carling's going to hit this green. You know, that she just already did this in a past challenge. I mean, the hole is actually very intimidating. There's water all down your left side. You're hearing the waves crash. The wind's blowing that direction. There's, you know, there's OB and trees right and houses and stuff like that. And the fairway's not huge and all that kind of stuff. So but Carling was confident with that second shot. You know, obviously, you know, she hit it in the Elimination Challenge, so I'm like, great, this is like a good person. That's why we picked her to go second, because we're like, she's a great girl to have this shot with. She already stuck it once, why not do it again, you know? And then when she just missed the green, it was kind of like, all right, Sara, you have to step up. This is unacceptable. We have had 12 shots miss in a row. 13, whatever the case, 13 shots miss in a row, and this is not okay. Like, I need to prove that we all actually can hit a green or a fairway or whatever. So, you know, I really liked my hybrid and was really confident over the shot and just, I mean, pretty much stuck it. So it was a great feeling. You know, obviously I was smiling and cheering, and it felt great to have put some pressure now on Lily, Chris, and Taryn. Yeah. Well, then you did it again, though, with that putt. I mean, that was just awesome. I actually, you know, I would say that my part of the game that struggles a little bit sometimes is putting. It's definitely getting much better, and I was feeling really confident with my putter that day, so I was like, I want to take that putt. you know, because we got to choose who hit which shot first to try and get 1 point. And so like, I want to do the putt. I know I can make it. And they're like, we love that. If you're confident in it, then yeah, let's do it. So, you know, I got up there and we all read the putt, and then boom, just drained it. And it was a great feeling. I mean, and like I said, even Seema and Carling were laughing, like, you just won us a trip. We didn't do anything, you know? And I'm like, yeah, but we won the trip. Like, we all get to go. But at the same time, I just felt great because they were like, you know, Sara, great job. Like, if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have had a trip. And I felt, you know, really confident and very pleased with how I played that day. And obviously, not going to an elimination is way better than going to one. So.
Absolutely. Well, you know, something happened during that whole putting series there when Bree was about to putt and Ashley, you know, squatted behind in the lineup, and she never moved. And I thought that she'd have to move out of the way before Bree putted it, but she didn't, and I was surprised by that.
Oh no! There was no rule that you could watch. They could stand behind them if you wanted to and watch the putt. So if it didn't bother Bree, then it didn't matter. Okay.
Well, you're sitting on the bench, and as Carling said, it's so easy to be on the bench and watch. But I thought that there was some uneventful shots being made during the elimination. It definitely wasn't showing the best game for some ladies that we know can do a lot better than that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it wasn't any of their, Lily, Taryn, or Chris's, you know, best days on the golf course. But like I said, going from the first challenge, none of us really played all that great. I was the only one that really hit, like, some solid golf shots. But at the same time, it's the pressure that's put on you in that situation is always, you know, more intense and higher, and you're going to execute shots differently than you would expect. I mean, Taryn, on that the last part of the challenge, when she flew the green from 142 yards, she hit her 8-iron, and she goes, I just wanted to hit it to the middle of the green. Like, I was just expecting to hit it to the middle, because I wouldn't really normally hit my 8-iron 143, you know? So, and she flew to the green. So it's just, you know, those nerves and that, you know, being in an elimination challenge is just pressure-packed anyways, and I just thank God for all three of them. But, you know, ultimately, Chris had to go home, and it was sad to see her go. She was a great player, and like I said, not really any of them showcased their best golf, but if you look back on all the other shows, Chris played some awesome golf, so has Lily, and so has Taryn. And I joke with Taryn now, you know, out here on tour, I'm like, T, you really like these elimination challenges. Can you just stop this already? You know, we know it's already, you know, it's already happened and everything, but we like to watch together and see how it goes, and, you know, we just laugh about it. But, you know, so there are 5 girls left, and it's a pretty good group of girls, and I'm excited for next week. You know, always, you know, I know what happens next week, but it's fun to see how the producers and the Golf Channel put it on to showcase to you all what happens. And so obviously that's fun, and I like to see the commercials and see what's going to happen. So I'm excited for next week.
Yeah, well, we are too. And the thing is that I always enjoy finding out, like, what happened that we didn't see. Was there anything interesting that went on with the past champions? Did you get to hang out with them afterwards, or were they in and out, or what happened there?
They were actually pretty much in and out. I guess they flew in and then, you know, got to hang out for half a day or so, and then the next morning wake up, do the challenge with us, and then that following morning they were out again, you know, so they kind of were just in and out. We didn't really get to see them except, you know, we got to hang out with them at breakfast. That was for a little while, and once the cameras were off, we all got to talk and catch up and all that kind of stuff. And then, no, but really it was just kind of the challenge, and then see you later, because we were all still, all 6 of us were still watching or playing in the elimination challenge. So they weren't watching or anything. They kind of just left. So they made their cameo appearances and then, you know, left. But there wasn't really, I mean, that day really wasn't much of any insider scoop I can give you. We just kind of, just, you know, kind of just another day of golf, and that's how it happened.
Well, it's good to see so many golf shots being hit. I love that in the challenges as opposed to sort of the gimmicky stuff. But you're going to love Turks and Caicos. I've been there. It's stunningly beautiful, the gorgeous beaches. So you have a great time whenever you get to actually go. And
yes, I am really excited. I've had a few people actually call and say, okay, you taking me? And I'm like, no, you know. And then, of course, my boyfriend Derek's like, oh, of course I'm going. And I go, yeah, babe, duh. You know, of course.
Well,
so I'm excited, and they look beautiful. I've obviously researched it online and all that kind of stuff, and so yeah, I'm excited. I was really excited because, like I said, our team won, Team SEMA, Sarah, and Carling, but I definitely did my part to help in that win, so it was exciting.
Well, I can't wait to see you do your part again next week, and I'm so looking forward to watching it. So you go off and back to practice, and I look forward to talking to you next week then.
Sounds perfect. Thanks, Gail.
Thanks, Sarah. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay.